Mm-hmm. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Footsoak meditation session. I'm your host for today. My name is Madhurya. I'm currently living in Boston, Massachusetts, so that's where I'm joining you from the East Coast. So I guess I can begin the session with maybe telling you a little bit about myself and my journey in Sahaja Yoga. So I started Sahaja Yoga in 2019. It's when I got my self-realization. And ever since, it has been a sort of a deep dive into spirituality for me. But to begin with, I was born and brought up in India, in the south of India, in a city called Hyderabad. And I moved to the Netherlands in 2016 to pursue higher education. I did my master's and my PhD there. And I'm a researcher by profession. I study biochemistry, more specifically protein biochemistry. So I try to understand how proteins work at a molecular level. That's what I do for my career. So I have always been like a very rational person, always sort of in my mind, calculating, planning, organizing. That's who I have been. And I can tell you, ever since I started my spiritual journey, it's been a roller coaster. It's been really riding the wave of my spirit. And what I wanted to share today with you as a little tidbit into my journey as a Sahaj Yogi is that since I was living in the Netherlands, I had a very stable life. I had a very happy life. I also at some point got my Dutch nationality. I had a very nice life there, but I was going to get married and I had to move to the US, where I'm currently joining you from. And this was a bit of a predicament for me because I really loved my life and I was very attached to where I was. And it became my home, really, home away from a home, but like it was really home for me. And I was very settled, very happy, very stable there. But I had this predicament of, okay, I need to now leave this place of stability and go somewhere I was completely unfamiliar with. And this was something I couldn't rationalize. And I really struggled to come to terms with, mentally speaking. And me being a rational minded person, I really tried to listen to my mind. And it said, no, that's not practical. You don't need to leave stability. You need to stay where you are. And then I listened to my heart because that's what everyone says. They say, don't listen to your mind, listen to your heart. And my heart was where I was. I didn't want to leave. My heart desired stability where I was. I did not want change in my life. So it was a situation where both my mind and my heart said the same thing. And that's when I sought for more advice. I asked other more experienced Sahaja Yoga practitioners, Sahaja Yogis that I knew locally there. I asked them for advice. I asked my husband, I asked him for advice as well. Like, what is this? Like, why is my life taking such a turn? Why is it making me commit to a change that I don't want to? And the answer I got was not to follow what your mind says or what your heart says, but to really listen to the inner voice of your Kundalini. And that's what I did. So I sat down in meditation one day, and I did that several times for confirmation. And I asked the Kundalini inside me, I asked her with complete sincerity, Mother, I don't know what to do right now. My mind says one thing, my heart says the same, but I know my life is taking a turn. So what am I supposed to do? What is the right thing to do? And I asked her, and I waited to receive my answer in the form of vibrations. And the reply that I received was that I have to come here, that I have to make the move, I have to make the big change in my life. So basically, when I asked her the question, I would feel cool vibrations. I would feel cool vibrations on my sahasrar, on the top of my head, and also on my hands. And when I asked, should I remain where I was in the Netherlands and not make this big move, it felt silent. It felt like it's probably not the worst thing to do, but it's definitely not the thing for me in that moment. So even though my mind couldn't rationalize it and my heart didn't know it, I followed the advice of whatever reply I got from the Kundalini. And this is not something that I checked alone. I also asked others to basically do the same, give me an advice on like what they think about it. What reply do they get from their Kundalini? And it was always the same. It was to move to a different country, which I didn't want to do, but I had to do. And I have to say, it's been only a few months since I came here, and it's maybe I'm speaking too soon. But ever since I came here, I've been really having some amazing experiences spiritually. Now, the thing is, even though at times, I mean, this is what I would like to convey through this little story that I'm saying. I hope it comes through. Even though you might not, even though your mind might try to rationalize a few decisions in your life, even though your heart may crave for something, they might not always know what is actually right for you. But Mother Kundalini knows the right thing always, because she's completely, entirely attuned to your spirit. The only way your mind and your heart could be attuned to your spirit and they might be making the right decision for you is if you are completely detached, if you're in that state of absolute detachment, if your heart has no impure desires and is completely detached, or if your mind is completely thoughtless, in that state, that's the only state in which you would know exactly what is right and what is benevolent for you. And I know that moving, making the big move finally, was the most benevolent thing for me, because ever since I moved, it was just a few months ago, I've had really amazing experiences in my spiritual growth. I don't want to comment on anything on my personal level. That's fine. It's all good. I'm very stable. But in my spiritual growth, I've had really big changes happening. And they're not just small, subtle changes. They're very noticeable changes. I'm having very deep meditations, which I had not experienced before. So there was something very important, probably, why I was moved out of my comfort zone where I was happy and stable. But something has changed. And I think that was purely through the guidance of Mother Kundalini and her benevolence. And yeah, I hope the message that I was trying to convey comes through, that don't just listen to your mind or like try to follow your heart, like people like to say romantically. They don't always know the right thing. The only one that knows what is right, what is benevolent for you, for your life, for your spiritual growth and your spiritual ascent is Mother Kundalini. She knows everything. So really rely on her and ask her for advice, for guidance, for help. And I think, that being said, I think that's a good way to begin our meditation, our Footsoak today. So throughout this session, I hope all of you can really just try to be present today and let us communicate with the Mother Kundalini. At every step, let us sincerely, with our heart, request her guidance, her attention on every moment of this meditation. Okay. So we can all first begin by raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves a bandhan. And we can now place our feet into our Footsoak bucket. Let's close our eyes and just bring our attention inside. And today we will make no efforts throughout this meditation. We will simply request the Kundalini to guide us through this meditation and to do all the actions of this meditation. Let's place both our hands on our side, facing the ground. And let's bring our attention all the way down our subtle system to the very root of it, the very first chakra, the Mooladhara chakra. Now we can request the Mother Kundalini please enlighten and nourish this chakra, to solidify our attention on it. Some of you may already know this, but the deity who rules this chakra, the Muladhara, is Sri Ganesha, who is basically the absolute epitome of innocence, purity, wisdom, and chastity. He is innocence itself. And innocence and purity is the start to everything. So let us invite him into our Muladhara chakra. And request him with sincerity to bless us with those qualities of innocence and purity, complete purity from within. I will recite a mantra to invoke the powers of Sri Ganesha in our Muladhara. If you are familiar with it, you may recite it, or you can just enjoy listening to it instead with your attention on the Muladhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We can gently bring our left hand back onto our lap. Our right hand remains facing the ground. And we do this to work on the left side of our subtle system. So we receive the vibrations from our left hand. And we can send out all the excess energy through the right that is facing the ground, the element of earth. Let's gently move our attention along the left channel. This channel, as you might know, is related to our past. It's related to our emotional side of our being. So we request the Kundalini energy to come into our left channel. Mother Kundalini, please come into our left channel and nourish us from within. Mother, please detach me completely from my past so I may remain in the now, in the present. Mother, please take away any negativities, any attachments, all guilt, any resentments within me. Please completely take them away and enlighten my left channel. The left side is also the side of desire, the desire of your spirit. So we can request the Kundalini energy to purify our desire, to make it completely in alignment with our spirit. We can slowly bring our right hand back onto our lap. And now we gently shift our attention from our left channel to the right side, to the right channel. And to balance this, we have our right hand on our lap and our left hand raised above, with the palm facing backwards. Here we receive vibrations from the right hand, and all the excessive heat and energy is released from the left hand to the element of ether. So let us have our attention now on the right channel. And again, we request Mother Kundalini to please come into our right channel Mother, we request your attention on our right channel. Our right channel is related to our future. When we overindulge in futuristic thoughts, we tend to overheat our right channel. Excessive planning and thinking, which is unavoidable as humans, will tend to heat up the right channel. So we can request Mother Kundalini to please cool down our right channel. Mother, please take away all the excessive heat, all the excess energy that we have accumulated throughout our day. Please take it all away. We have to sincerely request Mother Kundalini to do the job. And we affirm to ourselves, Mother, I am not the doer. You are the doer. You are the witness. I do nothing at all. Mother, please detach me from any futuristic planning, from any excessive thinking, and bring me back, root me in the present. Please bring me back to the center. And let me remain in the present. We can bring our hand back onto our lap. And let's bring our attention now along the central channel. Now that we have balanced our left and the right sides, we come to the center, the channel of the present. Once again, let us sincerely request Mother Kundalini to come into our central channel. And let us request her attention on every chakra as she raises through the central channel to every chakra. Mother, please pass through our central channel, through our Muladhar, the Swadhisthana, through our Nadhi and void, our heart, Vishuddhi, through our Agya, and finally through the Sahasrar. We can use our right hand, the hand of our action, and we can raise the Kundalini practically along the central channel from the bottom, from the Muladhara, all the way to the Sahasrar. And while doing this, you can silently request her attention to go all the way to the Sahasrar. Now you can gently massage the Sahasrara in a clockwise direction. And you can just try to observe the silence on your Sahasrara. And when you're ready, we can conclude our foot soak by rinsing our feet. And you can just place your basin or your tub aside. And let's remain in silent meditation just for a couple more minutes, observing the working of the Kundalini on our Sahasrara. If you are having any thoughts, you can again request the Kundalini herself to take away all thoughts, to bring you into the complete state of yoga. To let your attention remain on the Sahasrara. Let us, in our hearts, thank the Mother Kundalini for her attention and her guidance throughout this meditation today. And we can make a simple request to her in our heart. Mother, please remain in my heart with my spirit. Mother Kundalini, please remain in my heart and guide me through everything I do in my life, throughout my entire day. Please guide me. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for your presence and your attention on me. With complete gratitude and sincerity, we can once again raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. We can continue to remain in silent meditation for a few minutes and enjoy some meditation music in the background. So please feel free to continue remaining in meditation.